Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Saramel Aldampas and this is the continuation of report of Ms. Dadibas. Lesson 2, Safety Issues on the Use of ICT including E-safety rules. Using technology is not a risk by itself, but how it is used will be vulnerable to risk. When improperly used it will pose danger to the user in school and also at home. What are the safety issues that are needed to be addressed by safety policies and guidelines? These summaries in the use of ICT and e-networking. Technology is a phenomenon that seems to be uncontrollable. Kasi kung mali yung paggamit mo ng technology, maaaring magkukos ito ng addiction. Despite so many benefits for teaching and learning, there are also negative effects or influence on the learner. Hence, as a future teacher, you have to be aware of how to safeguard our learners in the school, communities where they spend most of their working hours, and also in their homes, facilities that provide opportunity to use digital technologies. Like for example, internet cafes. Safeguard and protection should be primordial role of parents and teacher in schools. There are so many risks that we have to be aware of it in the use of digital technologies. This may include the following. Number one is exposure to an inappropriate content, including online pornography or extremism, or exposure to a violence associated with racist languages. Inappropriate content include information or images that upset our child, materials that directed at adults, inaccurate information or information that might lead our child into an unlawful or dangerous behavior. Because remember, what children see is what they imitate, or yun yung gagayahin nila. Number two, lifestyle website like self-harms and suicide site and also hate site. Lifestyle website is important for our children, but we need to see first the content inside that website. When we finalize that the website is good, then let them see the content. But there are other websites that can make them harm. There are some websites that have content suicidal and hate site. Number three, cyberbullying in all forms, receiving sexually explicit or images or even messages. Cyberbullying is an online bullying. For example, sending or posting or sharing negative, harmful, false about you or mean content about you. Number six, prolonged exposure to online technologies, particularly at an early age. An early exposure to a technology is maapektuhan niya yung social and behavioral problems ng bata. It because it minimize or limit lang yung pag-i-interact nila with others or sa family nila. Minsan, nagagalit pa sila pag kukunin mo yung gadget nila kasi gusto nilang buong araw doon lang sila nakatutok or na-addict na sila sa paggamit nito. Number 7, addiction to gambling and gaming. Addiction, gambling, and gaming has very negative impact, not just in the psychological health ng tao, but also in the social aspect of life. Yung self-esteem, yung pagkawala ng self-confidence, it can lead to the loss of relationship, mental health issues, kasi pag halimbawa matatalo ka sa isang game, magagalit ka, mas-stress ka, kasi sisisihin mo yung sarili mo, and then maapektuhan yung mental health mo. Next, number 8, thief and fraud from activities such as phishing. Example of this is an online scam or phishing. Yan na yung mga nagsisend ng sa email natin na tinatry nilang kunin yung confidential information mo or even phone numbers, account numbers, or social security numbers or mga credit cards details mo. Mga targets consumer is by sending them an email that appears to be from a well-known source. Then, ikaw na walang kaalam-alam, tinatry mong ililink yung mga bank account mo or so, yun na nascam ka. 9. viruses, trojans, spyware, and other malware. Malware is a catch-all term for various malicious software, including viruses, spyware, browser, hijacking software, and fake security software. Yan na yung mga example niya na once na ma-install mo into your computer or cellphone, this program can seriously affect your privacy and your computer security. Number 10, social pressure to maintain online networks via texting and social networking sites. Social media Social media pressure causes teenagers to suffer anxiety and depression because they feel a constant need to be available in 24/7. Example of peer pressure on social media is taking risks to feel accepted. This could be feeling pressure to take part in a prank and posting it in a social media, sending notes to someone they like. Minor misuse of ICT. In schools, some minor misuse made by learners include the following. Number 1, copying information into assignment and failing to acknowledge the source or plagiarism and copyright infringement. Number 2, downloading materials not relevant to their studies. And number 3, misconduct associated with the subject plugins such as using someone else's password. And number 4, leaving a mobile phone turned on during a class period. Number 5, unauthorized taking of picture or images with a mobile phone's camera still or moving. Next is e-safety. With all of the above concerns and many more, how do we confront all of this? So as to protect our future generation, e-safety takes care not only of internet technologies but also of communication via mobile phones, games, wireless technology. In highlight the need to we need to educate children and young people about the benefits or risks and responsibilities of using information technology. Here's some issue of e-safety. Number 1, safety helps safeguard children and young people in the digital world. Number 2, e-safety emphasizes learning to understand and new technologies in a positive way. Number 3, e-safety educate children about the risks as well as the benefits so we can feel confident online. And number 4, e-safety support young learners and adults to develop safer online behaviors both in and out of school. Is safety rules. Not railing wires across or around the room which people can trip on. Number 2, electrical sockets should not be overloaded. When an outline overloaded, the circuit breaker trips, cutting the electrical flow to the whole circuit. In the absence of the circuit breaker, the circuit wiring will overheat or making the wire isolation to melt, which can cause a fire. Number 3, electrical equipment should be safety tested at least once a year. An electrical safety test provides insight into a whether or not once a product is safely designed such that one can avoid or reduce the risk of the product being cause of damage or fire. Number 4, this should be for adequate space around desk for people to move. The minimum clearance between the desk and the back wall or file cabinet and bookshelf, it should be 33 to 36 inches so that one can move freely. Number 4, bags and obstacles should be stored out of the way so that people can trip over them to cause injuries or problem. Number 6, food and drink should not be placed near in machine para hindi magkaroon ng fire. Number 7, heating and ventilation should be suitable for the working environment. The main purpose of a heating and ventilation and air conditioning system are to help maintain good indoor air quality through adequate ventilation with a filtration and provide thermal comfort. Number 8, fire extinguisher should be available. Fire extinguisher can be a small but important part of the home or schools. Fire safety plan, they can save lives and property by putting out a small fire on suppressing it until the fire is gone. Number 9, fire exit should be clearly marked and free from clutter. One of the most crucial aspects of a fire evacuation plan is ensuring that all emergency exits are clearly marked and easily accessible. This can help occupants quickly locate an exit point and escape the building in a fire. That's all, and thank you.